Alright, today I'm going to share with you my final project for service learning. I am currently placed at Westfield Foam, Westfield Infant and Toddler Center. I do home visits, daycare visits, and then every Wednesday and Friday I also do playgroup at the office. So when I first started this project, I was planning on doing a questionnaire for the parents of the children, and it was gonna be geared towards reading, what kind of books they read to their children, how often they read the books to their children, and if the books included any diversity in it whatsoever. As I was preparing for this project, I realized that going that route didn't really include the children, and I wanted to include the children in my project. So I met my supervisor and we kind of talked things over, and I completely changed gears, and instead I did Play-Doh faces. So I'm going to explain that to you. So I did this project during Friday's playgroup. There are about 7 children in that playgroup, all with different disabilities ranging, and the age levels range from 1 to 3 years old. So I did this little project. I had them come up at a table one at a time, and they pretty much got to choose an emotion and use their Play-Doh to draw their emotion on a blank face. So all the faces are different genders and different ethnicities. So I have a male, I have a female, and then I have another male. So they had the option, I laid these all out, they had the option to choose. And then they would pick the color of their Play-Doh they got to choose, which also works on their language, green or pink. And then they would also pick an emotion. So there are different emotions. There's worried, happy, silly, and serious. Awake and sleepy, frowning and smiling, and then laughing and crying. And as you can tell, as I went through these are all children with whom they could hopefully see some sort of connection with. They're all ethnicities, all different genders. One child in here has Down syndrome, and I do work with a few children who have Down syndrome, one of them being in this Friday's playgroup. And it's funny because when I had him do this and I had him pick an emotion, he actually picked this one, which was happy, which I thought was very interesting. So I had them choose a face, and then I had them pick an emotion, and they got their Play-Doh and they had to draw the face. So I'll show you an example. So say I chose happy. I would put my eyes on, and then the mouth, and then a nose, and this is my happy face. After they did that, I would have them do a few more, so I would ask them to change it to sad. And most of the kids would do this. Oops, this happy face fell off. Or sad. In my PowerPoint that I'm attaching, I will add examples. I took pictures of the kids' work, and I will put that in the slideshow that I will send you. One thing I found to be really difficult, especially in my case, is that a lot of my students are very delayed, and some have severe disabilities, and I think they struggled with the emotion part. I think they even struggled making a happy face and a sad face. So I think I did have a little harder time than I would if I was in a general education higher grade classroom. It was kind of difficult choosing an activity that they could achieve and do, and I think this was a really good one that they were actually able to achieve. So for the parent involvement part, I printed out a recipe for Play-Doh. It has 2 cups of flour, 2 cups of water, 1 cup of salt, 2 tablespoons of oil, 4 teaspoons of cream, and then food coloring of your choice. And then it just gives a little description of what to do with these ingredients and how to make it. And then on Friday I sent it home with all the kids in hopes that their parents will make it for the children, and they can do this at home. They can easily print out these pictures online, and this would be a great activity for them to do at home as well. And that's it. Thank you.